to my live video. If you are joining us for the first time, this is a spiritual page where we share spiritual lectures and guide tips just like the one I'm about to share with you today. So in this video, we'll be talking about one of the processes to open a third or spiritual eyes, and even inner or spiritual ear. So maybe you are hearing it for the first time that human can have a third eyes, which is spiritual eyes. We as a human can also have a spiritual ear. Yes, if you have never heard this, you are hearing it for the first time, and that is the truth. So I've seen several lectures about opening third eyes, and I've also made several videos. If you have been on this channel for some time, you should know that I've made video about this many times without number, talking about how to open a spiritual ear. There are many benefits to it. Having some knowledge about some hidden mysteries about spiritualities. Apart from being a pastors, being a religious leaders, apart from being using it for some spiritual purposes, having a third eye or opening your spiritual ear or eyes will give you many benefits, which I'm going to discuss today. And one of the benefits is knowing what and what you should be careful of, what you should stay away from, or being notified in some critical issues of some condition which you are supposed to be aware of. So because when we are talking about opening third eyes or opening a spiritual eye, so people will assume it is about being a spiritual person. It is about being an herbalist, being a native doctor, being a spiritualist, or being a pastor or whatever. But it is more beyond that. So it's just level of some understanding that people will assume opening a third eyes or spiritual eyes is for spiritual person alone. And just like I said, you will have many benefits knowing what and what you should be careful of, or what to do to solve some petty spiritual problems. These are some of the benefits of having or opening your third inner ear. This will create a connection between your physical realm and your spiritual realm. And let's start from the dream. There are some people that whenever they sleep, they don't dream at all. And I've said it in one of my videos that dreams are one of the ways humans can connect with spiritual realm. Although there are different ways to open a third eye, because when I've seen several videos, and people when making video will not, may not tell you this. To open a spiritual eye or having your third your inner ear open is not just a single process. It's not by just watching a video then you do it and that's all. No, because I'm going to explain in this video today, or in this live video today, what it means to have your inner eyes opened. So which will make you realize that it is not only for being a spiritual person or being fetish alone. Now, if you are having your inner ear, because there are two things which we are going to be talking about in this video, and particularly this video is for the inner ear, because the common ones many people will be talking about is eyes. When you see this, the people will be talking about opening your third eyes, and some people will assume the eyes they are talking about will be the eyes that will be on your forehead or your abdomen. I've seen some people talking about, okay, this third eye or whatever, is it in the abdomen, is it in the head? And like you will see many thumbnails, many videos, they will just put the eye on the head, and this is some kind of culture. I cannot say this is part of what we Africa known as having a third eye. It is from the imported cultures and religions that will make you assume that your spiritual connection is on your head or in your abdomen. No, the spirituality, the realm lives in us. You understand? So you can't tell particularly that your spiritual hair is on your forehead or in your abdomen. But the one I'm talking about, we are going to be talking about in this video today, the one I want to teach you, we have to do about receiving knowledge about some hidden things. And this starts from dream, just like I was saying at the beginning of this video. Which is one of the ways you can be receiving spiritual knowledge. You can be receiving, it's not about seeing ghost, it's not about seeing a spirit moving around, because some people, what they understand by having third eye is by seeing ghost, by seeing spirit. So this is what they assume by opening third eyes. It is not. Opening third eye is beyond seeing visions alone, and that is why having spiritual ear come in, and having a spiritual eyes come in. I'm going to explain. Now, we all know that eyes is for vision, and that is close to physical reality. So we can only use our eyes to see many things around. Let's just take physical reality for an instance. Now, as you are watching now, you are watching it with your eyes. I'm watching you with my eyes now. That one is a vision, which is also appears spiritually. There are some people are gifted this, to be seeing things physically, things that are not open to humans. So they are beyond, they break some limitation to be seeing it. There are some powers you can take in to have this access to some of the hidden things, but this is not really necessary, and that is most of the assumption a lot of people have. That's their belief, that having the third eye open is by seeing spirit or doing something to your eyes and be seeing ghost. No, that is not it. So there's supposed to be connection between a human and his spiritual realm. So when this connection is lost, or maybe you are not in any way near your spiritual realm, that is why you will have dream and you will not remember. And if you are facing this problem, this means there's something wrong with your inner connections, so you can't receive anything. And I've seen some people complaining about this, that when they dream they can't remember anything. So like, and that is even better. I've seen someone that he don't usually dream. Yes, I don't know if you've heard it, but if we are close to this kind of people, you will see that there are some people that they don't dream at all, not to talk of remembering it. So these people there's something that wrong with their inner ear or inner eyes, either of these two. Something is wrong with it. And the difference between inner eyes and inner ear is that inner ear in Yoruba assumption, there's something we call omo, and there's something they call iriran. I'm going to explain in this video. Now the omo, if we are to translate it in English context, it means that to be having knowledge about some hidden things, like to know something ahead, to be receiving, let's say, prophecies, to be receiving some knowledges. And that is why I say it is useful for everyone. If you are a musician, if you are a book writer, if you have to do with anything that has to do with wisdoms, this may be useful for you. This video we are doing now may be useful for you, because you are going to benefit from it. And that is why I say the assumption of saying that opening your third eye is about having seen ghost is not all about it. It's not only about seeing ghost or seeing spirit. It's about gaining some of the knowledge. There is a knowledge wandering around. The knowledge to be rich, the knowledge to be free from a spiritual problem is wandering around. Olodumare created this world. God created this world with solution and problems. So problem is wandering around, solution is wandering around. It's only which one you receive with your spiritual capabilities of hearing and visioning. That is why either you see it, you hear it, or you dream about it. One way human must connect with their spiritual realm. So this is a very deep lecture, but without wasting much of our time, I won't be going further on the lecture. I will just teach you one of the ways, so things we do if you want to have your inner ear opened. So this is particularly for inner ear, but if your inner ear is open, definitely. Sorry for the lost connection. If you are still watching, let me know. There's a connection. Are you still there? So if you are watching, I don't know if I'm communicating. So now, just like I was saying, that this is one of things to do if you discover that you are not remembering your dream, because dreams is one of the ways to have your third eyes open. It is one of the ways to know what is hidden. And not only that, if someone is sitting before you, if you are using it for spiritual purpose, if you are a pastor for example, because it's only religions that destroy many things. We are blessed with many things in Africa. Thank you. Someone is saying I'm okay, I'm communicating. Okay, thank you. Now we are blessed with many things in Africa, but because of foreign cultures, and there's a lot of things we've lost to the foreign cultures and the foreign religions. So if you are someone is sitting before you, and if you are a pastor or you are a spiritual person, this if you are having this kind of power so deeply, if you are work on it not just by a single video or single practice, you should be able to tell. Something will be telling you that your connection, that is sharp and strong, will be able to connect with that of the person. And that is why you will see some people telling someone before them their problems or telling them their solutions. And if you are not using it for general purpose, for your own personal purpose, you understand, so it can work to this extent. If you are doing it consistently, if you work on your spiritual connection, which is your inner ear and your inner eyes very well, you should be able to connect. You sorry for the connection. Now just this tip I want to share, because I don't want to take much of your time, and that is why I say I won't go into the deep lecture. I will just share this video, this tip with you. Now you are going to get a egg, something like this, a native egg. This is what we call a native egg. This white one is known as a native or local egg. This is the normal one we use for this tip. Now you are going to get a dried okra, and this is one of the ingredients that may be a little bit harder, but if you can find it, if you are in Africa or you have anyone in Africa, then you should get this. You know, when the okra we eat, when it stay too long on where it is planted, this thing will be generated. We call it irula in my language. I don't know what you guys call it. I don't know the other, but we call it irula, and this is a dried okra. So you can see it, you can hear it. This is a dried okra. This is how it looks. This is one of the things we are going to need to get this done. Check this thing out. It is called omorula. So you are going to get something like this, the one that is complete, not the book. The one to If you want to get a perfect result, you must make sure the one you are getting is complete. You understand? The one you are getting is complete, and not any single of the seed is missing. Okay, now when you get this, if you have farmers around, if you plant it in your garden, you should get this. So if you don't reap it in time, when it is time for harvesting, you should have something like this. Now this is the second item. Then the third item is this. So this an alligator pepper. This is the third item. This is an alligator pepper. So this is one of the best ways, one of the powers to have. This is what we call omo. This particular one I'm teaching you today is the one I said is this omo. Now this is what you are going to do. You will gently remove a seed from this okra. You will remove a single seed from one side, because just like an alligator pepper, this one has separate segments. You can see here 1, 2, 3, I think like 4 segments here. Each of these segments contains some of the seeds of this okra. You are going to take a seed out. When you take that seed out, a single seed, you will not let the other pour away. Just a single seed, take it out. Take a single seed out of an alligator pepper. Just open the alligator pepper by the side. This is not the question about where should I open my alligator pepper or whatever. Any side that you can open the alligator pepper, that any other seed will not be wasted or pour away or miss out, is where you are going to open it. Now let me show you this one. The one I'm having here is open at the bottom. So you can see some of the seed showing. You will use a needle or something to take out a single seed from this alligator pepper. You will use a needle or your nails or anything to take out a single seed from this alligator pepper. Now the seed you take out from alligator pepper, you will put it inside this okra. That spot where you take a seed from this okra, you will use an alligator pepper, a seed of alligator pepper, to replace it. Then the seed you take from this okra, you will use it to replace the seed of alligator pepper. That is why you must get a big alligator pepper just like this one now, so that when you put the seed of okra inside of here, it will contain it and will not miss out. And this is how you are going to do it. You are going to find a local pot or anything to burn this. Now you are going to place two. You must not let it miss out. You must not let a single seed miss out of this if you want to get a perfect result. And you are going to put it inside the pot. Then you are going to put this. Now this is the two. Then you are going to put the egg at the middle. Now you see, this is how it will be inside of your pot or any pot you want to use. Is you get a local pot will be better for this. Now you are going to put it just like this. See the way I do it, inside the pot it must be like this. Now after placing it like that, you will now put it on fire or firewood or anything, just to make sure you burn it into powder. You will let it stay on fire for some time until it turns to powder, until it burns. You know, when it burns, you can grind it into powder. Yes, when it burns very well, this thing becomes black. All this egg will busted out, will burst, and then you will see this thing turn into black. This alligator pepper and this okra seed will turn black. And you find a stone or something to grind it into powder. That powder is a power you need. Once you can prepare, you can get out the powder. So once you can get out the powder, this is how you are going to be using it. You are going to be using it with anything at night before you sleep. Anything. And this works in many ways. I'm just going to discuss some of its purposes here. This is one of the useful things. It's a power. Most especially if you are a spiritual person, this will help you a lot. If you are not, some people will think you are a witch or a wizard. I'm not saying this will give you the power to become a witch or become a wizard or whatever. I'm saying you will be connected spiritually to the extent that you'll be having some knowledges. Even if your level of connection is through dream, that dream will be sharp. You'll be remembering dream, and it will be a direct dream, not dream. You know, some kind of dreams, some dreams are deceitful. They are not direct. Because I will make a lecture about that, how they can use a dream to deceive you, the dreams that are not correct, the dreams that can get you confused or get you trapped. So you will not be having this kind of dream if you are using this. If you are using this and you are a spiritual person, or you are a pastor, you are a spiritual person, you will be able to diagnose some problem. I'm not saying you should go and use it and start, because I said it and I quoted that this is one of the ways we open a third ear or a spiritual ear. So this is the ability to receive spiritually some knowledge, some hidden things, to be having knowledge. You can only tell when you start using it, but this thing has no repercussion. It is not that you will be disturbed, some spirit will disturb you or you'll be seeing ghosts. No, you are not going to be seeing ghosts or something like that. The one to be seeing ghosts, if you want the power of vision, that one is not useful. I said it in one of my videos that not everyone who can visualize on things, like most people that will say, I see ghosts, I see something in the sky, I see the spirit moving around your house. Those things are not real power. They are known as abamoda. They can see, but the solution will not be rectified. So one of the ways to be getting solution or getting a clarification on spiritual matters is through this, not by seeing something around. You can see a spirit and not knowing the kind of spirit it is, not knowing how it operates. You understand? And I don't know, this is why I always make lecture with my tips. I don't just give you tips, I will make lecture with it. This is very important. You understand? So when you are using it, it will be helping you. In fact, it works like a brain booster to some extent. It works to some extent like a brain booster that you will just remember, you will be remembering your dreams, that one apart. You will be remembering some things physically as well, just by learning, or maybe by something you learned, something you were taught. It will be working as brain booster, also deeply as a spiritual highs and here. You'll be receiving, you'll be, if you are a musician, if you are a songwriter, if you are a, you know, this thing will help with wisdom, and there's a lot of purposes. I'm just going to stop here for the purposes. Please make sure you share this live video, make sure you comment, and if there's any question you would like to ask before I will end the live video, ask it now, because I will be ending the live video very soon. But if there's any question you would like to ask before I end the live video, ask it. But this is how you will put it, and this is the warning. A single process like this for a single person. Okay, now if you do it, it's not something you share with your wife, with your husband. So it's not the one you do and share it for many people. It will not work that way. If you want to do it, just get an egg, an alligator pepper, and not cover like this. The tip I'm giving you, I'm not supposed to be sharing it online, because it's one of the powers of many spiritual person, what they use. But in this life, just like I used to say, when you have 10 things and you give 2 out of it, does not decreases the one you have. And just like I said, it is one of the ways we open spiritual eyes and knowledge. And one of the ways, if you want to become deep in spirituality, this is one of the ways. I'm not saying it is all the powers. Someone is asking, can you see people problems with it, sir? Well, I can't say you will see. Yes, this is a good question. Let me explain how it works exactly. If your spiritual connection is open, if you are using this exactly, and a family member, a problem is going to happen to a family member or someone beside you, you will be notified. If it's something that Olodumare wants you, because there are some problems that are natural, you should not go near it. There is some scriptures, some Christian scriptures or Bible, they will say, they say it in Yoruba. I don't know the English. I'm not a Christian. I don't know that scripture, but I used to watch it in Yoruba movies. They will say, "Ègbé ni fún ẹni tá fi rán tí kò fi jíṣẹ́, ègbé sì ni fún ẹni tí a kò fi rán tó ń jíṣẹ́." The meaning is that that's a Yoruba language, Yoruba Bible translation for some Christian, they will understand. But if we are to translate that, there are some messages you will receive, you must not tell. There are some messages you will receive, you must tell. So if someone is beside you, this will help to tell, to diagnose their problem. Not by saying, using this now, you should go and establish a priesthood or become I said it's one of the ways. It will be better if you are using it for your personal purpose. You understand? Not that, okay, because you've had it now, you go and open a church, go and open a mosque or whatever, or a spiritual home. It is not for that, but it is one of the ways to help you and your family or people near you. Okay, I think that is a good question there. If there's any question you can ask, I think I've answered you, Abi. So that is it. Amen. So if there's any question you would like to ask before I end this live video, because I am making an upload. I made a promise in January that I'm going to post a video, and I've recorded that video, and I'm going to post it soon. So it is very important. I want you all to watch it, and if you are watching this too, you can help by sharing, liking this video. So I've explained. Yes, someone is asking how are they going to use it. I said whenever you want to use it at night before you sleep. Let me repeat that again. Before you sleep, just take little out of the powder. You will put the powder after grinding it into soft powder, into a bottle or anything. Just put the powder anywhere, and don't put it on bare floor. If you want it to be working continuously, put it somewhere safe, and then before you sleep at night. And mind you, you are not going to be using it every time just because you want to you want it to be working quickly or whatever, so you put it on your left palm like this, little of that powder on your left palm. You can say a prayer, you may not say a prayer, just put it in your mouth, lick it and drink water on it, or use milk, use pap. If you take wine, alcohol, anything, just to take in, but at night, okay, at night. Don't use it in the afternoon or in the morning, at night before you sleep, okay. So it is not only about dream also, because some people will say, okay, maybe when you are using it, it's only for the dream. No, you will see. I want people that will try this and come here to say, okay, I've seen how it works, and there's no disturbances. You will not be seeing spirit. If I want to give the one to be seeing spirit, to be seeing ghost, I will share it if that's what you want, but that does not solve anything. It may even create problem with you, because there are some things that are meant to be hidden, and they are meant to be hidden. It is hidden from human. It can only be open to spiritualists, because they know they are awo, they are to keep many things. Some people will be, there's something we call awo in my language. Some people will say, what does babalawo means? If you don't know, let me explain it for you today. Babalawo in contextual translation means someone who can keep a secret. Someone who can keep a secret. The secret is not about you telling someone your secret and someone exposing it. No, it's about spiritual secret. There's something we know we must not tell. There's something, that's why I said earlier that there's something you will be revealed to you must not tell. There's something that you will be told, you must not share it just because you were told. You will receive that knowledge and start using it. There's restrictions and warnings to it. You understand? And that's why I say it is good for personal use. So because now you have seen this, now you go and establish a church and start using this around. There's a lot to spirituality. And that is what Babalawo means, that a secret is kept with a Babalawo, must not be told. That's what Babalawo means, secret. Not a secret court or whatever. Spiritual secret. There's something that is hidden. It's not revealed to woman for some purposes, because you may be living with a ghost, or maybe you buy a land and the land is engraved with some spirit is there. You are living there, nothing is happening to you. They are positive spirit, they are good spirit, they are doing no bad to your family, because we are in this world is spirit, is spiritual. We are living among different things we cannot see with eyes. And those who can see it, if you have the power to see it, for some people that say, because someone said, okay, I should post a video about what they will be seeing to see vision. I remember when I made a live video about this, I think January or December. Someone was saying, okay, I should post something. I can give you that, if that is your wish, something to be seen, if ghost is what you to be seen. But you are going beyond limitations. So you are going beyond limitation, and that can create problems, because there's something, just like I said, that is hidden from human. If you go beyond limitation, it will give you a problem. So but this one will help, because you are not going beyond any, you are not seeing any ghost, because we are living peacefully as a human, because we don't see many problems. So, but when you are using this, anyone that is negative that will harm you, you will be told, it will be revealed to you. But seeing someone else's problem, seeing ghosts, seeing spirits walking around, it is none of your concern. It is like if you are putting your mouth in a matter that you are not invited to. I don't know if you understand. So, it is purposely, there are some limitation you must not break in search of spiritual things. And that is why my video, I always make lectures for people that will understand. Me, I don't usually come here, but if I give out a spiritual work, I will tell how it works. So it's only people that have not done something, maybe they just give you a tip, something they have not done. They will just say, okay, they will just tell you, this thing now is something we use ourselves, something we know how it works. I cannot give you something that will harm you. But now, if you say we should be posting some other things which are beyond your power, then that is on your own. So I think that is that. Sir, can it make you see witchcraft? Yeah, what do you mean by witchcraft? Yeah, you see, this video will be taking time if we are to be answering all these questions. The witchcraft of a thing is a whole topic. In the English context they will say craft. You know, you put witch and you put craft there. So if the craft is used negatively, then you can say, you cannot say which is not good or whatever. But I don't want to go there because it's a long topic. I swear, it's a that question that person has. So but to answer your question, the question was, can this spiritual work make you see a witchcraft? The answer is no. You cannot see a witch because it's part of the spirit, it's part of these people we live around with. But any negative one that will harm you and your family, you may be told a solution, you may see. And if you are not meant to say, don't say. Because if you want this to be working for you, if you are seeing vision, if you are receiving maybe through dream or whatever means you are using this and you are receiving that connections very well. If you want it to be working continuously, depends on how you are using it. So if you are using it and you are told something and you are not meant to refute, you are go and refill. That's why I say it's for personal use. For the person asking for if they can they see witchcraft, that means you want to be using it to be saying, okay, the witch that someone is suspected to be a witch, and when you are using this you want to confirm if it's a witch. You don't need all of that. There are something that are created in this world. They are before us, before humans are created. They are here and they have power more than humans. So we are just using something to bring connection with them, so that they cannot harm us, so that we can protect ourselves personally, not that we are going to fight with them. You understand? So if you now want to be seeing witches, that means you are going beyond your limitation. So far it is not harming you. You can tell if someone, if a craft is made against you. I don't know how to be. The reason I don't English translation is what is holding me here, because I want to explain deeply for you to understand. But to answer your question before I will answer other question is that yes, you may be seen if someone is something like that or someone close, but it's not everything you see you say if you want this to be working for you. Now you may use it for the first time, have a good vision, have a good connection, you will be receiving wisdom, not only by seeing, by dream alone. No, it's only people that use this that will tell. I'm not giving fake things. This thing I said at the beginning that I'm not supposed to be posting this, but for the help of, because this thing is not for only spiritualists, it is good for personal use as well. So if you are using it righteously and not going beyond your limitation, it will be working for you. For example, now if you are and that is what creates problem for most of spiritualists, and this is common with people that are operating it with foreign practices. The thing there is that in Yoruba or African spirituality, there is something that if you are told, you are not meant to tell anyone. For example, now if you are given opportunity to see, someone is being tied spiritually, maybe someone committed an offense to a person or whatever, and then the person is being tied spiritually. So the only way to remove that person from that bondage is revealed to you. But you were told, assuming you were told that although you were given this knowledge, but don't reveal it. Now because you are seeing, you go and reveal it, where nothing may happen or something may happen to you. And that's why some people are inheriting someone else's problem. I don't know if you understand. If you are a pastor, you should be understanding this thing I'm saying. So it's only there are some limitations human must not break. So far it is not, but I'm not saying if you have a solution you should not go after it. You understand? And let me just say, even something that is, if you are let me give you this quote. Human mind is deeper than each other. Let me give you an instance. Our spiritual mind is like a cup. Let me use this person for example. This person is my regular, is a subscriber here. let me say this Mrs. or Mr. Comfort Atinuke is a spiritualist. I also is a spiritualist. So we may, it's not about the body size or whatever. The human's mind, what human mind can take in spirituality is deeper than each other. The the spiritual mind is hollow than each other. I don't know how to be making all this explanation in English in a way you will understand. So now, the kind of knowledge, if Mrs. Atinuke knowledge, cup of knowledge is deeper and wider than mine, and we are using this kind of word the same together, the kind of wisdom, the kind of visions, prophecies she will be receiving will be different from mine, because she has a deeper, and that is why most of the problems, I'm sorry to say, some people will be saying, my father and daddy, or something. Some people have turned themselves to spiritual leaders. They have turned themselves to slave to spiritual leader. Meanwhile, the kind of things they have inside of themselves, they have not tapped into, or they don't know about, is even deeper than that spiritual person they are claiming. You understand? But because you don't know about it, I don't want to be going. So human mind is deeper than each other. So what is only what your cup can take, you will receive. If it is full, it is full. But if you misuse it, it will stop working. So yeah, yes, that is it. Because some people, they don't know that the kind of we'll be talking about that in future. I'm not saying you see something they call experience. Experience is what some spiritualists are using. They are not really deeper in mind. Even there are some of these your so-called church members or whatever, what they have inside of them, you should be respected. That is even more. I'm talking to pastors here. If you are pastors, some people will be. I've seen some pastors. I'm sorry to say, because it's common with them. I have them as friends. I have them as this pride to be believing that you are known. You have such a wider knowledge than anyone. So it's not it. Like spirituality is beyond that. African spirituality I'm talking about. I'm not talking about whatever foreign something. Because this thing now, we are going beyond our lectures, and this question is taking us to different things. So let's just stop it there. If there's no question, let's end this live video, and then we'll call it a day. Be talking next about the upload. I will make a video upload. If there's no question, thank you for watching, and thank you for watching to this moment. Make sure you share this live video. Someone is there. Okay, do you have to run it on your face? Someone is asking, do they have to run that thing? No, this is over to no. Because some people, the problem they have is the overconfidence, or let me say the audacity, is what is affecting them. So if someone teach you something, I've seen people like that here. If you teach something, they will shall find anything to put inside, in between, that will suit them. I'm not saying you should mark it on your face. I say you should be using, you heard it when I say you should be putting it on your left palm, and you'll be using it, not to mark it on your face. So this kind of people that are asking this question are people that are looking for something to be seeing vision. I will teach that too. Okay? And but if you create problems, and that is, you will see some people, they will be blind before they reach their old age. Yes, there are some things that you must not do about that vision thing you just ask. If you go that side, you may lose your physical vision in the process of looking for, you want to be seeing spirit, and that's where you break limitations, and then your physical part suffer it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Jare. Someone is asking, how can I get rid of if the person wanted to say evil spirit, he said evil spirit. Watch my other video. Thank you. Because some of you here, you don't watch our previous videos. I don't come here regularly, but anytime I come here, you must gain something. if you are a true subscriber, not the one that I just subscribe, and some people will even see my channel, then will come to my inbox to ask me to post again something I posted. Then I will say okay, they will say you should go and share the link to them. The videos are here. I have not created many videos. If you check my videos here, they shouldn't pass like I think they should be just one or something, because I don't post regularly. Maybe that's the reason this channel has not grown more than this. It's because of time. Because there, as we are helping you here, we are helping some people underground. We are, because if you are doing, we are not just a content creator. Know the difference between a content creator and being a spiritualist. So the fact that I have the opportunity to be sharing all this knowledge here is because we are learned. We read some book. I mean, we go to school, and that is why we now, all these things we've learned, we now resharing it to people for general purpose. You understand? So if you see my videos, they are not past one, they have not reached 200. You can go through them. They are helpful. I don't post what I have not done. So okay, yeah, you are welcome. So can this help me read cowries? I said this at the beginning of this video. If you are a spiritualist, this will help you a lot. It's not everything they will tell you we will be saying on internet. Yorùbá will say àbọ̀rọ̀ lásọ fún ọmọlúwàbí tó bá dénú àdó dídí. It's not everything that you will be saying on internet. If you are a spiritual person, just like this person that say he read cowries, you should know this is one of the instruments you need. So you shouldn't be saying it will definitely help you, because you are the so not to talk of people who are not even spiritually, but to be helping themselves and their family. Yeah, okay, my number, let me write it here. How do I put it? Well, I will write it in the comment section. I don't know. I want to write. How do I put my number? Okay, let me call it +234 81 444 881. That's my WhatsApp line. Don't call me. Just drop for people that know me. I don't receive calls, and this is why I don't, because if to say we are receiving calls all the time, you know how many people will want to call. Just drop your message for me on WhatsApp. Even if it's a voice message, explain it, I will read it. So thank you. I have answered your question. I said if you are it will help you. It will help you diagnose a lot of problems. If you are a spiritualist, most you don't know, not many things we will be saying. Yeah. Don't call me, or just drop a voice message or your message text on WhatsApp. So let's end this live video. No question again. Let's call it a day. This is almost an hour. Longer video. Okay. Thank you. Let's end this live video. How do I? Okay, good.